didn't expect the Alliance's dogs to make it this far.
Who are you even?
G.A. Revorse! You're going to stop hurting people starting right now!
We're here to kill him. You don't need to tell him that.
I am merely trying to fulfill the ardent wish of every man, woman, and child on Fargate.
To return to Earth?
The Mua who were snatched away from Earth have spent millennia hoping, praying for a way to get back home.
Wait, then is this planet Rogue in the future? No, of course not.
So, that warrants an invasion? If a home is all you want, there has to be a better way.
Yeah, like the Earthlings that are here right now, in front of you, who could easily just take you guys off of this terrible planet.
The people of Earth have incessantly squandered the resources Mother Nature gave to them. Don't you think it's time they received a taste of their own medicine? Just like the Mua did when they were thrown off their homeland.
How would you know that? You aren't an Earthling anymore. You were born and raised here. How do you know Earth squandered its resources?
I don't think that's for you to decide.
So you want it all to be in some god's hands? If so, I will become that god. I've already laid hands on the creator role here. If being the creator of all things makes you a god, then all that remains is for me to take the throne for myself.
What exactly have you created here?
We're not gonna stand here and allow that!
I fight in order to protect my own life. If you won't even let me do that, then why was I created?
Created? You mean born?
I see no point in further discussion. Only the strong survive. The first law of nature, wouldn't you agree? Now, allow me to show you just how insignificant you are.
No, don't do this. Asmodeus wanted to play by those same rules, and he had a lot more build-up than you. Well, rip G.A. Revorse.
Sure looks strong. We can't lose this.
He's like 14 feet tall.
Requiem to the human race.
Dragon Roar!
Of course. You
Immortal tempest! Unbridled storms! Drag them into your pummeling depths!
Wait, what? You actually did damage to Perichi? Oh, that's crazy. Wait, why did Roddick take no damage from that then?
Wish they could have lasted longer!
The weak die and the strong survive. You don't like playing by these rules. Don't play by the Darwin rules. You lose. Where's Ronix?
My body. What's going on?
Watch out!
Yo, that ain't how math works.
This is tough. We're doing this?
Accept your fate and kneel down for your divine purging.
Oh, please. You're even weaker than before. At least before you had freaking spells that could interrupt me and invincibility frames. Get out of here. Friggin' G.A. Revorse. Might makes right. Might makes right. We're right at the end. Huh? Huh?
Did we do it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that explosion proves we did it.
Is he gone?
All he wanted was to survive in the end, didn't he? All the power in the world can't help a person overcome a fragile spirit, I suppose.
This man was said to be immune to phaser weapons and all of that, and he went down to conventional weaponry. Standard swords from the Stone Age. Alright, fine, it wasn't necessarily the Stone Age. But Ilya punched and kicked the guy. Come on. In the cutscene, which is what was actually canon, like Paricci wasn't there. That's non-canon. But in the cutscene of legit canon, he could just be punched in the face. He could just get punched in the face and sliced. G.A. Revorse.
Maybe that's the secret. Maybe you need a weak body to be strong in spirit.
Maybe God can be killed with a simple sword.
Perhaps. When I look at the Rokians, I can't help but hold out some hope for the human race, too.
They may not have the technology, but they have the heart. We could learn a lot from them.
So are we gonna save the people on this planet, or...
Thanks for everything, you guys.
Meeting all of you has been one of the most valuable experiences I've ever had.
Sorry we couldn't save your sister, Yoshua.
Cheer up, Roddick. If I hadn't gone on this journey, I would never have realized how backwater our homeland actually is.
That's not a good thing. And also, sorry, Fia. Could never help you solve the murder of your surrogate father? Adopted father? Master. Yeah.
We're friends forever, okay?
Yeah, I got nothing to be sorry about for Paricci. Later, Paricci.
I bet you can't bear to leave me at this point. But don't worry. I'm sure you'll see me again soon enough.
That's... I believe it, Welch.
Goodbye, everyone!
The UP3 is messed up. Because things like this shouldn't happen. No, they should not happen.
They're all gone.
Ilya.
Things might have been different if I were born on the same planet as you. Listen, you take care of Millie, all right? Girls like that don't come along every day.
You ready, Ilya?
I want to say that was the Ilya ending, but I don't know, man.
Yes, just had some personal things I had to say to Roddick, that's all.
Well, let's get back to Roke then.
Roddick, you saved my life, and I promise I won't let it go to waste. I can't imagine what the world is like 300 years from now. Still, I can't help but wonder how you're doing. Roddick. Is it my fate to bear this intense loneliness for the rest of my life? I can't help but expect you to be there whenever I turn around.
Eris, I'm going to retrace the path I've traveled with you, gradually opening the book of our past memories. All I've recalled so far is years of regret. But once this journey is over, I want to embark on a new path.
Doing well, everybody? How about you, Millie? Roddick, wish you were here. Guess my work here is done. We've sure been through a lot. I let a hell of a big catch run through my hands! I gotta admit, Roddick was pretty darn cute. I'm sure he's getting busy with Millie right now, too. Why did I bother worrying about her? I should have just stolen him away. I wonder if Ronix and Ilya are doing okay. Heck, maybe they're even married. Oh, but someone as uptight as he is, they'd have so many problems if they had any kids. Ilya might have it tougher than I thought. Maybe I ought to pay him a little visit sometime.
I suppose this is gonna be goodbye for good then.
Yeah, but I may come back here and pay you a visit.
Let's just hope it's a friendly visit the next time. But I do hope you two will come and visit us again soon. Just give us a little warning next time.
We will. I still think Roke would be better off as an undeveloped civilization. I think that's best for your planet.
Agreed. Getting developed means having air pollution, contaminated water, chemicals in your food, and losing your forests to industry. There's nothing positive about it.
Oh, I think there is.
Huh?
Well, for one, we wouldn't have had the chance to meet you guys. And we wouldn't have gone on this amazing adventure. Don't worry about us. We are going to make Roke even better than before.
Yeah, well, we can't wait to come and see what you've accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
Well, goodbye!
I'm glad I had the opportunity to work with all of you.
Yes, we're glad too, but the real adventure for us is only just beginning.
That's it? Cue credits? Is this the credit roll? Really? Yep. You're Lorenthal. Well, Star Ocean 1 is finally... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not done. I'm not done. There's an optional dungeon. There always is. If I recall, it's under the castle? Opening theme, Heart. I love this theme. Also love the various cutscenes we get. I know that Star Ocean 2 has an anime, right? I don't know if Star Ocean 1 does. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, just as fun as I remember it. Star Ocean 1, definitely one of my absolute favorites in the franchise, which is up to 5 at this point. And the only reason Star Ocean 1 isn't my favorite, honestly, the only reason it's not my favorite is because of the limitations of the console it was on. If it got a re-release today, updated, I mean, not a re-release, not a remaster, a remake that updated it and changed a bunch of things about the systems at work, I would absolutely love this game. And it'd probably be my favorite in the franchise. As it stands, I got some gripes with Star Ocean 1. Probably the biggest one, and this just has to deal with classic RPGs, JRPGs at that, with how cryptic and vague, and how, I guess it's for replay value's sake, but like, come on, it did me dirty. Like, the only way to save Yoshua's sister is by recruiting somebody specifically who could do something about it, but there's no indication for it. Like, I can be salty about the way Fia was also handled. I feel like Fia got a much rawer end of the deal than Yoshua, but like, for Fia, at least, at the very least for Fia, if you did private actions in one of the port towns, you would see her interaction with Cius, and then you could just think, oh, if I go back, redo the game or something, and recruit Cius and Fia together, maybe that'll have an effect. But for Yoshua, you get no hints, none whatsoever. I don't think you get any. I mean, I saw all the PAs. I'm pretty sure you didn't get a hint. So yeah, there's that. There's also random encounters, which initially, the messed up part about it was that for like the first 20 hours or so, random encounters were fine. I didn't have a problem with it, but they started working my nerves really bad. Like, at the point where you can't even leave a single screen without getting 4 or 5 encounters. And scouting, decreasing encounters, it wasn't working near the end. It just wasn't. Aside from that, also the fact that, to my knowledge, the only way to get a way to not encounter enemies, period, is to recruit Parichi. Like, you can't get that without Parichi. You have to get Bunny, right? So that sucks. What else we got? The ending breakdown there. Like, I ain't gonna be mad at the ending. It's an RPG ending. I expected the solemn feeling of, I went on a 30+ hour adventure with these guys and now I gotta say goodbye. But like, oh, that ending of Fia just crying, missing Roddick, Parichi on the cliffs talking to herself and saying how she misses us. Like, Yoshua's got a new resolve. Welch, we know something's up with Welch. When she said, I might have to visit them, she wasn't joking. But for Fia and Parichi, oh, I felt awful. I felt awful. But the person who got it the absolute worst was Dorn. Oh my. Poor Dorn. Millie wants Roddick, alright? And Roddick, he's gonna end up with Millie. We can't deny that. There's no other prospects on the horizon, right? So poor Dorn. It's like, here's the music box. Keep it for me while I'm dead or petrified. And he comes back and he's like, hey, what'd I miss? Me and Millie had a kid, you know, nothing big. I'm exaggerating, but oh, poor Dorn, poor Dorn. If I ever felt bad for like the anime best friend trope, it'd be Dorn right there. Also, probably the last thing I can think of off the top of my head to just complain about is GA Revorce. Like, how long was it? And look, a part of how long it took was me and how I was playing, but like, let's say 20 hours of the game was nothing but hyping up Asmodeus, talking about Asmodeus, the demon world. Oh my god, you're going after Asmodeus? Oh, you gotta do this sacred ritual to even touch Asmodeus. Oh, nobody's gonna be able to take down Asmodeus, are you sure? 300 years and Asmodeus's effects are still... And then it's like, nope, took down Asmodeus. We met him once, right before we fought him. And then... G.A. Revorce. Wait, who? Who's this guy? G.A. Revorce. It's like... I'm not a fan of that. Did I talk through the entire credit roll? I think I did. But yeah, those were my complaints. Outside of that, love this game. I love Star Ocean 1. Black screen. I'm afraid to press a button. Finn! Yay! Like I said, we're not done yet. I don't know exactly how many optionals are left, but I know there are optionals left. Come on, get me out of the Finn screen. Don't you tell me I gotta restart the game. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. It's doing that JRPG thing where it gives you this finished screen and you have to load back or reset the game and load your last save file. It's the... You didn't really beat the final boss. But we do have a final save point save file. So... yeah, that should get me into the optional content. Okay, before we hop back into it, I believe Movie Gallery was always on the title screen, but Voice Gallery wasn't. So let's see. What the? There are 2 scenes in the game that I didn't get. I almost didn't even get this one. Well, since... I almost missed this one, which is just, I think the one that shows Iris, Mavelle, and them dying. I guess this one would be them being saved or something. Huh. And Voice Gallery showed up. Hold up. Alright, we got Roddick, Millie, Dorn, poor Dorn, Ronix, Ilya. I assume that this would be Cius, Ashley, Joshua, Fia, Mavelle. No, we have Mavelle, right? Do we have Mavelle? Oh my jeez. No, we don't have Mavelle. I guess we didn't beat the game with Mavelle in tow. Stop that. Yeah, we didn't beat the game with Mavelle in the party, so, meh. Okay, so one of these would be Mavelle, and the other one would be Iris, Perici. This would be Technique, I think his name is. Welch, Asmodeus, and I have no idea who this is, but I find it so hilarious. Yo, what the freak? Don't you tell me all of these pips, every single one of these pips is something I should have unlocked.
Rise, dark flames, and turn the field into Hades itself! Impossible. How could a superhuman like me lose?
But yeah, what I find absolutely hilarious is that on this screen, we have Asmodeus, but not J. Revorce. Not the true final boss of the game. We have Asmodeus. That is hilarious.